A little bit of shaping and a final glaze brings a new ceramic shop to downtown Rockford. WIFR reporter Alyssa Kelly was at Inferno Clay Studio's grand opening Saturday and talks with the owners to learn more on the impacts it will have on local artists.
The Inferno Clay Studio at 125 South Madison Street in Rockford is 3,000 square feet and offers professional studio space for resident artists and even a gallery space for artists to show and sell their work. A new organization is on the block in downtown Rockford, bringing the art of ceramics to the community.
With the mission of our organization is to create a space for individual artists to work.
Inferno co-founder Emily Rangel Cascio graduated from Northern Illinois University with a master's in ceramics. After graduating, she realized there was little to no studios to create and showcase her art.
I'm making the place that I wish I would have had and would have been available to me.
Cascio says Rockford is a city that should have space for ceramic artists to work, sell, and form a community. Saturday marks the start of this mission, and she says they already feel at home.
A couple of our residents, it's the first time that they have sold work, and they're like doing extremely well.
Our private residency studios are 100% full right now, so we are opening up our shared studio space in the basement for other resident artists to join us.
Other co-founder Alyssa Noonan says it feels like the studio is accomplishing their mission immediately.
It feels amazing that we can provide a space that our artists automatically benefit from.
And people in the community share their excitement, sculpting their legacy in the Forest City.
We knew we wanted to focus on residencies, we wanted to focus on private studios, and just building a community from there.
Friday, March 7th at 6 p.m., the studio will hold its Clay Club, an opportunity for residents, non-resident members, and all members of the local arts community to make and discuss clay.
More info can be found on their website.